Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. This practice is suitable for all of you who are trying to conceive and want to support your fertility, and even if you are a complete beginner just starting with yoga, this session is perfect for you. So no challenging poses, but still poses that support the lower body mostly and bring fresh blood and oxygen into the reproductive organs. You don't need any props, just about 10 minutes of your time. So let's begin. Come onto your hands and knees, and then widen your knees so they are maybe as wide as the mat, even wider, just you choose the intensity. Bring the toes together to touch and start sitting back onto your heels. Reach out with your arms and lower down into child's pose. So first big stretch into the hips, into the inner thighs, inner groin, and you can rest your forehead onto the mat. So this is the first connection with our body. And take these moments just to observe. Observe the physical body, how it feels, but also notice the dialogue in your head and check in with yourself how you are feeling today. Use your hands to help you lift yourself back up. Bring the knees together to touch and come again into the tabletop position. So the hands are underneath the shoulders, the knees under the hips, and just you can maybe close your eyes if you want to. Follow your intuition and do any movements that feel good here. So it can be some hip circles, maybe you want to stretch into your legs. Really anything. You can do some cat and cow movement. See what your body needs, where you need some stretch. So on the fertility journey, it is important but hard to be in touch with your intuition, to be able to listen to your inner voice, to know what next steps to take. There are many voices around you, there is a lot of advice. So it is really necessary to tune in and see what is it that you want, nobody else. So finish the last movement, come back to the tabletop position, and then bring the right foot in front of the mat next to your hands. So it's more towards the right side of the mat, so kind of like a low lunge, but a wider variation. And just stay here for a breath or two. Keep pressing the hips down to the mat, closer. And then add some gentle movement from side to side. Then you might feel it also in the right inner thigh. And also try to move a bit from front to back. Nothing forced, it's a small movement. Nothing exaggerated. We are just releasing the pelvic floor, removing any obstacles there. And after this movement, you can find stillness again. Try to breathe slowly in and out through the nose. And slowly bring the right foot back to meet the left. And we will do the same on the other side. So left foot comes to the front of the mat, on the left side of the mat. So both hands are more towards the right. And again, first a breath or two in stillness. And then you can start bringing some movement from side to side, from front to back. No rush. Relax your upper body, even though the arms need to work a little bit here to support you. Try to relax your neck, your shoulders. And find stillness again. Keep pressing the hips even lower. And bring the left foot to meet the right. And I will just turn to you so you can see a little better. Come now onto both of your feet. Widen your stance so it's even wider than the hips. And bring the heels in, the toes out to the sides, coming into Malasana or Yogi Squat. So you can maybe come all the way down onto your feet, or if this is like, oh, too much, you can stay on your toes, and you can even use arms for support if you feel like you might fall over. So first, take a moment to find the pose that works for you the best. It should feel good, not like, oh, I cannot stand this. And once you feel comfortable enough, you can close your eyes and bring your attention down to your womb, to the reproductive organs. And imagine now there is this downflow of blood nourishing the reproductive organs, rejuvenating them. There is a lot of oxygen running through, nourishing the ovaries, the growing eggs. And the womb is nice and warm. Exactly what we want to be welcoming and ready for implantation. And if you had your hands at the heart, you can release them and use them to come out of the pose, and you can lie down on your back. Bring your knees to the chest and just rock from side to side to release the lower back, to massage the belly. And continue doing the same, just widen your knees a little bit more towards the armpits, adding a bit of stretch into the hips, and still rocking from side to side. If you want to intensify this, completely optional, you can also grab the big toes with your two peace fingers, still rocking side to side in this happy baby position variation. can add another challenge if you want to, maybe stretching one leg at a time. Not necessary to do it completely, as far as it allows you to. And come back to center. If you held the feet, you can let go and bring the feet back onto the mat. Make your stand as wide as the hips. Bring the feet as close to your butt as possible. Relax your arms alongside your body, and we will come into bridge pose. So on the inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up, press into the feet. And exhale. Inhale, come up. Keep squeezing the thighs together so the knees are not opening to the sides. And release. 2 more like this, just with your own breath, your own pace. And bring your knees back to the chest. Rock a few times from side to side. Bring your feet back down and bring the soles of the feet together to touch, and you can let the knees come to the sides. So for this reclined butterfly, and place your hands onto the belly. And if you haven't already, close your eyes. It is a great stretch for the pelvic floor, the inner thighs, inner groin. And just take a moment in this pose to focus on your belly. And breathe deeply into the belly. This is your time, just yours. It's just you and your future baby. Imagine the uterus being nice and warm, welcoming, ready to welcome a baby. Use your hands to lift the knees back up. Feel a little bit stiff. It's a deep stretch even though it looks easy. And widen your stand and bring the knees together just for a little bit of counter stretch and release. And then you can roll onto one side. And maybe with your eyes still closed, you can come back up and find any comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to the front of the heart for Anjali Mudra. And notice how you are feeling now compared to when you stepped onto the mat. Maybe there is a difference, a tiny one, a bigger one. Observe. And thank yourself so much that you took the time, found the time to nourish yourself and your fertility. Namaste. And of course, I thank you for joining me today, and I hope that you will be practicing with me on a regular basis to support your fertility. And once you get pregnant, I have also some pregnancy videos on the channel, so you can just keep continuing practicing with me. I wish you all the best of luck, and see you soon. Bye!